Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Today, we're inside the Wailing Caverns, guys. That rogue ganked us for a little bit.
Long ago, Naralex journeyed to this cavern with the honorable goal of entering the
But we got
Emerald Dream and regrowing the Barrens into a lush forest. His focus waned, and his thoughts became tainted by serpentine visions. Now, reptilian beasts seep from his dreams to the land. He must be awoken from the nightmare, or he will be forever lost and a great evil unleashed. Only after his corrupted servants, the Fanglords, have been slain can I perform the awakening ritual.
And there we go, we leveled up. I got a few quests, Deviate Hides and Deviate Eradication, so we have a few quests we can do. Let's check our talents here. I guess we'll get another rank of Improved Curse of Agony. Increases our Curse of Agony damage by another 5% for a total of 10%. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. We did go to Ratchet. I decided because he was just ganking us, I'm just going to go to Ratchet. And I set my hearth there. So at the end of the dungeon, we can just hearth to Ratchet. Because we will hang out in the Barrens for a little bit. Because we have to get our succubus. And also the flight point at Ratchet, and then we'll probably take the boat over to Stranglethorn Vale as well. Alright, so we got a level 23 Druid a tank, 20 Draenei Shaman, 20 Human Warrior, and 24 Holy Paladin. I think that's a Druid talking. Pretty sure. He's like a macro. Whenever he uses an ability, it says that. Right? Pretty sure. Yeah, it's a Druid. I wonder if he'll do that for the entire run. Yeah, probably. There has to be a way to turn that off. Wait, turn off dialogue? Enable emote sounds? Let's see if that works. Get rid of that. Yeah, it sounds like we got rid of it. He's just having fun, though. And if he's enjoying it, it's all good. We have an option to get rid of it. You just have to go to audio and turn off emote sounds for now. Turn them back on later. This will be a pretty long dungeon. Wailing Caverns is quite big. Surprised we got here, but we did. Shout out to Mino and Goku. We got a bunch of dungeon quests last episode. We're pretty much set up for quite a few dungeons. The Serpent's Shoulders drop. 9 Agi, 68 armor, leather shoulders. Really nice for the Druid. And some 3 intellect, 4 stamina, leather legs. A lot of Druid stuff here. Keep drinking these milks. Try to get rid of them all. I guess while we're going through here, still look at the survey. So the next question would be, I think we last one we left off on is, should new race and class combos be added? I said yeah. But only stuff within the lore that makes sense and keeps faction/races feeling unique. So it's like Death Knights, and if they added Blood Elves and Draenei, I wouldn't mind. Should the Horde have Paladins and the Alliance Shamans? I honestly, one thing I really enjoy about vanilla... Oh no. Well, hopefully I think our imp will be fine. Hopefully our imp doesn't pull. I might have had to dismiss pet there. But he's stealth, right? He's level 20. He should be able to run by a lot of this stuff and not be seen. Did he die? I think our pet disappeared. I think he might have died. Went a little too far away. I need to watch out for that, especially in this dungeon. But I think it should be like vanilla, you know, like the Alliance should have Paladins, Horde should have Shamans. It gives more replayability, right? Like it's much different playing vanilla as Alliance than Horde. Shamans and Paladins really change what raids are like. And PvP too. It's a lot of fun. I like it. Gives like a little bit of faction identity. Interesting if they could add more classes that are faction based. 2 spirit, 1 stam. Wrist dropped. Not bad, but I think we'll keep the ones with intellect. Yeah, I like that about vanilla. So I think they should keep it that way. Should Classic be reworked? New base abilities and spells, Classic role combinations, etc. No, these are the answers. No, vanilla should have distinct class fantasies that make each playthrough unique. Some quality of life adds, totemic, recall, projection, warlock summoning gate, combo point persistence would be nice, but don't fix what ain't broke. And then there's some new spells that modernize ability rotations. For example, Ret Paladins, like try to give them a few abilities. I think classes like that kind of need to get updated. Just don't completely change them. I kind of agree with that one. Because you don't want Classic Plus to just be like vanilla, where it's just like, I don't know, a bunch of warriors in a raid, and then a bunch of other support classes around them. So I think there should be some changes to add more classes. Oh, nice. We got another quest.
Cargo shipment from Booty Bay was huge. Huge, I say. Never seen so many crates. Well, I was trying to expedite things, so I started unloading a bit more than I could handle. That's when everything came tumbling down. Before I knew what was going on, I saw that menace, Mad Maglish, go running off with a bottle of 99-year-old port. Chased him all the way to Wailing Caverns. No way I was going in there. Maybe you're brave enough to find him?
Not a bad cave. 2 stam, 1 spirit, 16 armor, good back piece. I'll need that. Put it on. Ouch, there we go. Pull a bunch of stuff. We should also try a Rain of Fire here. That was the ability I forgot to put on. We got Immolate 3, right? No, use some Rain of Fire today. Oh, there's something wrong with this UI crap. I can't take the ability off. There we go. I'm gonna use it as our... It's enough here? How many did he pull? 3? There we go, Rain of Fire. Not bad, we dot them all up and then Rain of Fire. This will be a good pull. If he pulls a bunch. You guys are really playing it safe in here. Are they rolling for it? Chest over here? So roll. Roll the 23. You can mine this though. There we go. Damn it. I don't have enough mana. There we go, there's some AoE. Here's another question. Of the following, what is the most important change needed to raid buffs in Classic Plus? You may want to pick multiple. Raid buffs should cost less mana? That's okay, but I don't know. Not that big of a deal. Raid buffs should no longer require reagents. I disagree with that. Raid buffs should be single cast raid wide. I think that would be cool, because then that would get rid of the mana requirement and also make wipes not as much of a headache. That's one thing that kind of sucks about wiping in classic raids is having to buff everybody afterwards. It takes so long. It'd be nice if they could speed that up a little bit. Maybe keep reagents. Just make raid-wide buffs be a single cast. Or just like group. You know what I mean? It's like you can single cast for an entire group. Pretty nice belt right there. Oh, got the belt. Got no mana though. This guy drops some nice loot for leather wearers and warriors. 5 stam, 5 strength, male legs, pretty nice. And Cobrand's grasp. 8 strength, 3 agility, male waist. Pretty nice for the warrior. Let's dismiss our pet here. Jump down. Resummon him. There we go, Cobran down. Another answer is raid buffs should be combined so multiple classes can buff different things. I don't really like that too much because it takes away class identity. And that's when World of Warcraft became more of like bring the player instead of the class. So I kind of think class identity makes the game. It's like something that's special for Classic. There you go, Crush's back. Drop 9 block, 6 defense rating. Turtle shield is what I usually call it. So yeah, I don't agree with that. I think certain classes should bring certain buffs, so you want to bring those classes to raids. Or they could just leave it as it was in vanilla. That's another answer, but I do agree it is a little annoying when you wipe in vanilla, like how long it takes to buff a raid. Especially when you're the only druid in a 40-man raid group. Oh my gosh, man, I always feel sorry for those guys. And they have to Mark of the Wild everybody and then say they don't have... Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I never had that issue as a mage because there's always multiple mages in a group. And you can buff an entire group with Arcane Brilliance, I believe it's called. So, never really had to worry about that. But I was in some raids that I kind of felt bad for some classes who didn't really have much help. After a wipe, buffing 40 people with one buff takes a long time. But if they just had raid-wide buffs, or at least group buffs, make that a little bit faster and less annoying. Should talent specializations be reworked? The answers are no, somewhat, but only with a light touch. Absolutely, I want to see reworks across the board. And then no opinion. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I might take no opinion. Or no, I think there could be some small reworks, maybe to help some underperforming classes in vanilla. Because Classic Plus, you want it to feel like vanilla, but like just a little bit updated. Which is sort of what TBC is. But there's issues with TBC, right? Like, Outland's an issue, sort of. Because you leave Azeroth, there's no really... once you hit level 70, you don't really have many reasons to go back to Azeroth. Right? Because everything you want to do is in Outland. Flying mounts are something that kind of ruins Classic as well. They're introduced in TBC. Guild's looking for people here. Pagan Bands of Shadow Rush. Plus 4 shadow damage, 14 armor. Those look kind of cool. I put those on. Do like extra shadow damage. That's what we do as a warlock, so we'll give that a try. Well, we do that as affliction. Yeah, I think talents should be reworked a little bit just to help some certain classes catch up to others. Because that's one thing TBC got right, is every class is pretty decent. You know, like paladins are way better than they were in TBC. The red paladins are way better than they were in TBC than they were in vanilla. Same with boomkins. Pretty much all specs are pretty much viable. There's obviously some classes and specs that are way better than others. Like Warlock. Warlock's amazing in TBC. Every raid wants like multiple Warlocks. That's why I decided to level one up. It's just if you want to get into raids and you don't want to have any issues, play a Warlock. You'll always find a raid team or a raid group in TBC. Don't play what I played last time, which is a rogue. If you don't have a dedicated raid team as a rogue, it's good luck finding a guild to raid with. Do they really only need one and your damage is pretty bad until you get to like Black Temple and start getting some decent gear and some warglaves. Once you get warglaves and you start getting gear in Sunwell Plateau, which is pretty much the end of the game, character becomes the best damage dealer in the raid. The rogues are really good at the end, but it takes a long time to get there. Just apply expose armor debuff on the boss, and that's about it for most of TBC. 4 stamina, 4 strength, 2-handed staff. Should new talent specializations be added for classes? Guardian, Druid, Tank, Shaman. I think that'd be cool. I love Tank Shaman, man. I thought they were so cool in Season Discovery. No new talent specs is an answer. Yes, but limit the stuff that makes concrete sense. Limit the stuff that makes concrete sense. Definitely give everyone something new to look forward to trying. I think they just need to do... I just said yes, but limit it to stuff that makes sense. I thought Shaman, Shaman tanks in Season Discovery were awesome. And they would probably have to do that because if they swapped, if they made, Paladins only Alliance and Shamans only Horde, they should probably give Shamans a tank spec. Sort of like how Paladins have. I think it would be cool. Like Season of Discovery Phase 1 was amazing. It was the perfect balance. I keep saying that over and over again, but it's true. Everybody loves Season of Discovery Phase 1. A lot of people did. And then it kind of started falling off as more phases came out. A pretty smooth run so far. I should probably get some shards. Let's put, I'll put Soulstone on the healer. I think that's a good idea. So we can res. If we die. Some more shards here. Make ourselves a health stone. It's one thing I kind of forget to do is get shards. It's one thing I didn't like about Warlock in vanilla. I just didn't Well, I don't know, I never really played in vanilla, but what I noticed that Warlocks had to do was get a lot of shards before raid. And that just sounded brutal. A Stinging Viper dropped. 15.5 damage per second, one-handed mace. Chance on hit poisons a target for 7 nature damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. They're pulling everything here? Nice. Always like out of mana. The good thing about Warlock, you just get mana on the fly. You don't have to drink. It's pretty good. As long as our healer has mana to heal us, we can just spam life tap. Spam life tap like crazy. There you go. Use some mana, Mr. Healer. Help you out a little bit. As long as he doesn't have to heal the tank. My bad there. There you go. Start spamming again, Mr. Healer. Bite to eat. Immune to shadow damage. He evolved, becoming immune to all of my damage. this is. Another question here. Should every specialization be competitive in both PvP and PvE? My answer is just no to that. Nice belt there. Got another belt, though, that has intellect on it. I think that's better. They shouldn't really have to be competitive, in my opinion. 'Cause that's like insane to balance. Like you have to be good in PvP and PvE. I think some specs can be like, you know, a little bit worse at one or and good at the other, or as long as they're not worse at both, right? Or as long as each class has a spec that's decent for at least PvE. I think PvP is kind of hard to balance, to be honest. Let's get that demon armor up. Let's forget about that. Should we use Immolate here? I don't think so. I think getting the Shadow Bolts out faster is the way to go. Yeah, we did pretty good damage there. Glowing Lizard Scale Cloak. 6 Agi, 2 Stamina back. Not for us. Seer's Belt's an awesome belt. 4 intellect, silver ore. We're hitting them all there. There we go. Just keep spamming life down. Healer soon. Leave the healer alone. Kill him before he evolves. Yeah, it looks like one of these guys are AFK. Keep drinking these milks. All right, another question. Should dual specialization be implemented? Yes, no, no opinion. I think yes, 100%. I love dual specialization. I don't think, like, respecking should be a gold sink. Also, if, like, they ban GDKPs, which I think they will, You know, you don't want people having to spend gold on crap like that. Like respecking. Dual spec is awesome. I think they should have it in Classic Plus. Should new professions be added is another question. No, the originals are fine. Yes, new professions sound awesome, no opinion. I think new professions would be cool. If they make sense for the game, why not? Gives people more reason to go out in the world and farm. Anything that gets people out in the world, I think should be promoted in vanilla. Or in Classic Plus, I should say. The paladin going too boom there. More or less for the tank here. Why is he taunting him? What the heck's going on? Just stood there like looking at him. Okay, that's the spell. Dismiss, I mean. Our pet, do a little jump ski here. Where the heck are they going? He will fall? Who is he? We're missing Dreadfang. Wait there, guys. Might as well do a little dance with the paladin. It's been hooking us up all game with those epic heals. Oh wow, look at this guy. Dancing in the rain. Uh-oh. Didn't see that coming now, did I? Maybe we'll huck an immolate on this one here. A little bit more dot damage. Pagan Cape of Healing. Nice. Congrats, Mr. Healer. Little cape for you. Come on, let's go, man. Let's kill this boss here. Like, you can kill this guy and go back. Yeah, we should just keep killing stuff, me and the paladin. Who's with us? The warrior? Nice. So we got a tank. We got a tank, healer, DPS. We're good to go. Let's get ourselves a little food buff here. Have some Gortus liver pie, 4 stam, 4 spirit, 15 minutes. I think the paladin's good. Oh, they're all here, nice. Perfect. Oh, there was 2 here. Yeah, Lord Serpentis. Lord Serpentis is here. And, say sending mail out. Okay. Well, we can keep going, man. Just put us on follow. Let those dots tick. Oh. Could be in some trouble here, I guess. Should I fear him? No, just finish him off. Finish him off. Wonder if we could do the boss without the druid. Could be kind of rough. This boss would be really tough without the druid. Someone else would have to tank. We could finally start drinking these melon juices, guys.
I am the Serpent King. I can do anything.
Immolate here. I think if they have enough health, Immolate's worth it. But maybe not. Shadow Bolt probably would have been better. Yeah. I think they're... Because you can choose to either cast Immolate there or Shadow Bolt. I think Shadow Bolt's probably better there. Savage Trotters dropped 134 armor, 9 stand mail boots. These guys are already pulling this boss. Just blow him up. Pump that damage. The druid's back. Nice. Oh, I got a pumper group here. This boss is getting demolished. Nice ring, lead band of spirits, and sporid cape, 4 stamp, 4 spirit, 20 armor. Need that as well. And let's dismiss our pet here, and we'll jump down. And now we just have to have a little chat. Nice, we got the ring. Put that bad boy on. And we got the cape. We'll take it. Got the blue cape, guys. 4 stamp, 4 spirit. I think we're okay here, aren't we? Where are these guys, man? These guys always are like BRB. It's okay though. We can keep going. We could do the... I think we could do... the escort without him. I wonder if I should even attempt to do this. I don't want him to die. Could just run here. And could get aggro off of him. And then we could tell the imp to run away. Tricked him. And we'll just run out and then run back in. He'll reset.
Naralek sleeps again. Long ago.
Alright, everyone's here, guys, and I started the event, and Disciple of Naralex is now patrolling. Hopefully everybody's here. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can survive here. There we go, Druid's back. We're good. We're okay. Shaman's still AFK though. Hopefully the shaman's back when we make it to the last boss. We got a decent amount of XP from the dungeon. Like halfway to 22. Not too sure if we got these quests done. We got Deviant Eradication done, which means we'll get the new wand. Just, is it an upgrade? It's like a small upgrade. 0.1 damage upgrade. Probably, maybe we can get Trouble at the Docks completed by ourselves. Because none of the mobs are elites outside of the dungeon. So it's not too bad. Deviant Hides you kind of have to do 1 to 2 to 3 times if you want to get this quest done, so probably won't do that. Still have this book as well. Does he still have Soulstone? He doesn't. Let's get a shard off of this guy. Oh, nice boots, but not as good as the ones we got. There you go, we got a few shards. I'll make a soulstone here for the paladin. I think ours... No, it's still up. It's 3 minutes still. Just in case we wipe. I don't think we will, though. We do have a book that we need to learn, I believe. Yeah, Grimoire of Torment, rank 2. I guess we'll do that later. Could do it now while we're waiting and then just resummon the imp. The imp's just better for the group because it gives 8 stamina to everybody. That's Grim with Blood Pact. Alright, so let's learn this book here. Torment rank 2. There we go. And we'll summon the imp again. Not much else to do while he's just walking. It's one thing about Wailing Caverns that kind of is a pain, is how this guy just takes like 10 minutes to walk to the last boss. But we're pretty much there. Beyond this corridor, Narlax lies in fitful sleep. Let us go awaken him before it's too late. There he is. There's Narlax. It's kind of funny. That'll be the screenshot. Oh, here they come. Let's go, tank. Tank it up. Wait for the tank to pick up everything. There we go. Mystic gloves, 20 armor, 4 spirits, okay. Yeah, after. So many dots. They die too fast, though. The dots weren't really getting full duration there. It's immune? So what can I do to him? Fire damage? Can I do... Can't do any shadow damage to him? Not even Shadow Bolt? I didn't know that. That's insane. So I guess we just Scorch. Or Searing Pain over and over again. Immolate. I didn't know that. Never done this dungeon as a Warlock. Oh, the Deep Fathom ring drop. 3 stamp, 3 into like 6 spirit ring. Amazing ring. Hopefully we get it. Bandit Gloves of the Monkey. 2 Agi, 3 stamp. And we'll get the quest item here. The Glowing Shard. See who gets the ring, guys. Everyone's going to probably need on it.
The shard is a brilliant ring.
We got it. Oh my gosh. 3 stamp, 3 into like 6 spirit. Got 2 rings this run, guys. Lead Band of Spirit, 4 Spirit, and the Deep Fathom ring. 3 stamp, 3 intellect, 6 Spirit. Yeah, GG's.
You can't help staring into the depths of the crystal.
Alright, so we got the Glowing Shard. That was a good run with these guys. We're going to Hearth to Ratchet. Here we are in Ratchet, guys. See if we get ganked by some horde while we're out here. Yeah, next episode, we'll turn this quest in. We'll eventually probably go down here and get our succubus as well. Could do deviate hides in there too if we wanted to farm them all. Just wanted to get the flight point there. We could probably also do this quest here, Trouble at the Docks there as well. Just have to get the 99-year-old port. Hopefully we don't get ganked by another, you know, boosted rogue in the Barrens. Well, there we go, guys. That was a fun run. We got 2 new rings. I'm happy about that. But that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.